Hello and a very warm welcome to the channel. I've got another college football reaction video for you guys today. So the reason for that is that since I started this channel, the thing that surprised me the most about America, which I didn't know, was just how big university sports is. It is college sports. I'm genuinely mind blown. So I think I mentioned this on a previous video, but I looked up on Google, and out of the 10 biggest sports stadiums in the world, 8 of them are college football stadiums, which is just insane. So I want to learn a little bit more about kind of college football culture. So I've got a video from the RSHighlights Channel. It is the best college football entrances. So I think we're about to see some pretty epic stuff. I hope you guys enjoy. If you haven't already, please do subscribe and let's go. I shouldn't dance. That's a big stadium.
Ladies and gentlemen, I call this Clemson entrance the most exciting 25 seconds in college football back in 1985, and it remains true today. Here it is, the most exciting 25 seconds in college.
I mean, I know I keep saying this, but just look at the scale of that. The size of the stadium, clearly packed to the rafters. It could be like a World Cup final I hate to use this word, but I'm going to use it in soccer. It could be like a Super Bowl, right? But it's literally just university sport. That is, genuinely, I've watched, I don't know, 3 or 4 videos on it now. Still struggling to get my head around that. It's amazing.
College football.
What are those dudes putting their arms on? It looks like a piece of rock or something. It's obviously got some... Yeah, it's clearly got something. If anyone knows what those guys were touching, it looked to me like a piece of rock. I'm guessing there's some significance to it. Not just like they leave bits of rock lying around. It's like a bit of debris that just no one bothered to remove. I'm sure there's some meaning behind it. So please let me know. I would be fascinated. Come on! Oh, balloons! I love that jump. What's super cool is how virtually everyone has turned up decked out in red, which obviously must be this team's colours, right? And you know, the red balloons. It's just a sea of red. Apart, by the look of it, from one guy there who's dressed in white. I'll see if I can circle him. Yeah, there's one dude who is like, I've got my red top in the wash. You know, it came out with a hole in it. I'm not gonna wear that. I'm just gonna wear a white shirt and, you know, screw you guys. I love that attitude, and also I love that everyone else wore red. It's really cool. Oh, is that like guy like the coach or something? He looks like he's actually running down with the rest. He must be like the coach or something. Otherwise, I think they'd lynch him.
They will wait for a song that Metallica wrote 26 years ago. Ooh. Enter Sandman has been used to lead this team.
I love the wolf pack.
2000. There is nothing like it.
Okay. Let's go. So these dudes were wearing black, so yeah, there's like the degree of colour coordination. I mean, not that I'm sounding like an interior designer now, but the degree of colour coordination is very impressive.
They all know the lyrics, and that is sing along to Enter Sandman.
Love a bit of Metallica.
Right,
yeah, another rock. What's this with groping rocks? What's going on here? There's obviously something I'm not getting. I say, please do comment below. I'm genuinely really fascinated. But yeah, there's something about touching rocks which is a cultural sign I'm not quite getting.
Here we go.
Touch rock. Good song. Whoa! pretty cool. And like the band doing it as well. Come on, guys, let's go. Those dudes like soldiers or something because they've got shaved heads. I kind of figured they would be university bands, but perhaps are they American Army? Oh. That almost looks like a European football stadium, like when they all jump up and down at the same time. Come on!
What's interesting here, Herbie, is that Brady telling us that
these are the yellows.
He comes out last, and he said, "I miss all the pomp and circumstance when I was an assistant."
I just thought the way they turn the entire stadium to their colour, like there's a few little bits missing where you can see the flesh of a human face. Beyond that, everything is yellow. It's pretty epic.
Coach, I used to see the band come on. Takes it all in. He loves this university. He's done a great job in getting them
Michigan.
back to kind of their roots.
University of
I've been
Michigan,
in that tunnel, and I can tell you, when you're a visitor, there's a lot of energy, and it's a very, very intimidating atmosphere. And with what they've done here in the last couple of years, it's gotten that much more intimidating. So the players are now filing out, and they will make that wonderful run, touching the banner as they come through. We'll see what kind of hops Coach Brady.
That was an amazing shot. Just like the entire stadium pumping away.
I know he's got it in. There they come.
The team go blue. Is there a rock for them to touch? They're going to lose otherwise. It's like an army coming out for war, right? Or like a wrestler being introduced. Yeah, that's the best shot. At least at the money shot, just stop myself. Oh, so they all touch the banner. Okay. Banner and box, roughly the same. Okay, then.
As the Hurricanes storm in signature style with the smoke and the pyrotechnics. Far before the Miami and Notre Dame players were born. That was the last high-impact game between these two programs that run between 87 and 90. And he is coming out with both Woody. The cameras having...
So they're all touching something. There's clearly some sort of pre-game tradition where you all touch something. It seems to vary from teams. Some touch like a bit of rock and some touch a banner. Is anyone touch anything weird? Is it like one team that has to touch a toucan or something? Because that would be pretty cool. I mean, not cool for the toucan. But yeah, I want to know what a tradition is. It's clearly a thing. It's unbelievable. So American.
Makes me want to cry.
Like the flag,
he has the
football players,
coaching cap on,
the music.
Coaching jacket.
Oh, it's a horseshoe.
Not in the suit and tie. He looks like the old coach.
Oscar's tapping the horseshoe.
I mean, admittedly, for a giant horse.
They'll be coming around the bend here in a minute. I'm surprised. I'm glad I was wrong.
It must feel amazing to be one of those guys going through that. Like, all your mates with you.
Had so much positive influence over so many people. And for one last time, he's going to lead a group of young men out onto Memorial Stadium, where they entertain all of Husker Nation for one last time in 2012. And for the last time, as Tom Osborne will lead them out of the tunnel and onto the field.
Both pointing, grabbing Coach Osborne's arm.
And what's crazy to me is that these guys aren't like super well paid athletes. They're not earning, you know, I mean, considering how big a deal this is, like the TV rights, the packed stadium, must be a lot of money coming in. And these guys aren't earning like millions of dollars a week, right? Or very much at all, I don't think. That's what's I think is most amazing is that it's kind of an amateur sport, right? I think they get some money now. I heard there was like a Supreme Court case, and they might get a bit more money than they used to. I don't know the details, but the fact that these aren't like really high paid athletes, they're just like students, and they're getting celebrated by, I don't know, 80,000 people in a stadium, and God knows how many watching on TV.
Elevating it in the air. Here comes Oscar.
Oh yeah.
Coach still has a little hop in his step. He's moving along pretty well.
It's like the most American thing I've ever seen. in a good way, to be clear. I just need like a bald eagle eating an apple pie in the corner and we'll be complete. Off Sylvester Stallone's chest. Oh, I've got the bands. The bands are pretty cool. Is this Tennessee something? Or Texas?
Love to spoil Clemson's perfect record in pursuit of a playoff spot.
Native American.
Brendan Carter, senior engineering major from Georgia, who is this year's Chief Osceola. Will Ryan Renegade to center field.
I presume they get like a Native American student to do this, so it's like kind of approved and it's all part of the like an accepted part of the culture. I know there's been some controversy about NFL team names and kind of Native American roots, but obviously in this case it kind of seems like the community's into it. I don't know the details, but it was pretty cool if so. It's like a blend of cultures.
He'll puck once and he'll plant the flaming spear.
I like that. They're just having like a nice disco. Yeah, come on.
The Gamecocks of the University of South Carolina against the Crimson Tide of Alabama. It's the Home Depot SEC on CBS. Undefeated Alabama comes to town to take on once beaten South Carolina.
It's just so American. It's all I can say. And I say, to be clear, that's a compliment.
The strains of the theme from 2001.
It's really cool when teams adopt like random songs as their anthems, especially when it's slightly sort of almost inappropriate. So, for example, West Ham, which plays in the English Premier League, they adopted "I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles," which is kind of like, you know, it sounds quite gentle, but when you've got 20,000 borderline hooligans chanting at you, suddenly sounds really threatening, which is kind of it's really interesting how the use of songs can change.
Here come the Gamecocks.
Yeah. I don't know if that'd be my choice of nickname, but you know, fair play to you lads. It's just like they're treating it as like a music festival in which they've come in really appropriate outfits, just having like a little party before they run on. Come on.
different. No substitute for Bedlam.
It does almost feel like they're mimicking like people arriving for battle, which is kind of, I suppose, really appropriate because it's what they're doing in a good sense. So in a sense, no one actually dies. But you can kind of imagine like medieval tournaments having some of the same characteristics. I'm going off topic, but I think it's really cool.
The Ramblin' Wreck was unveiled September 30th, 1961 at Grant Field in front of a crowd of over 43,000 fans. As it led the team onto the field against Rice University. Most recognized for leading the Yellow Jacket football team onto the field for almost 300 home football games, the Wreck is also present in all major Georgia Tech sporting events.
Oh! Wait, so let me get it straight. They have a car which leads them onto every single game? Like, it's been doing it for, well, let's say 300 games or something in a row? That's pretty unique. I've never heard of like anyone having a car. And also, it's a nice car. Like, can you imagine if you had like a Ford Fiesta? Maybe your tradition was you'd have to follow a Ford Fiesta on. That would be a little bit embarrassing. Or like a Clio. Anyway, no, that was magnificent. There's no other word for it. I really enjoy his college football videos because, as I say, it's probably the thing that surprised me most since I launched this YouTube channel about America is just how big a deal this is. I knew it was like a fairly big deal, but I had no idea just how huge it was. And obviously this not being like professional sports or fully professional sports is pretty amazing. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I certainly did. If you haven't already, please do subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Tell me why everyone was roping stones or horseshoes. There's clearly something to that which I'm not getting. But yeah, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you.